Good morning, fam. How y'all doing? Guys? We're giving 120 every day of our life by any means necessary. Again, we're not striving for perfection. We're just getting it done. We are getting it done. Now, I see the title. Spend time on purpose. Yes, we're talking about time again, because understanding that when it comes to complete prosperity, being successful in every area of our life, financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, we're going to have to be doing something. That means that the time that we have awake, it has to be productive. So check this out. This is what I did. Y'all know how I do it. Time. Time is the circulation as a medium of exchange. It's a circulation as a medium of exchange. Because see, when it comes to time, no matter what, the clock is not stopping for you. The clock is not stopping because of a bad situation, because you need to call time out. Time is not stopping. So whether you want it to or not, time is being spent automatically. So the question is, what are you exchanging in that time frame? Or are you exchanging something positive or negative? Are you exchanging laziness, procrastination? Are you exchanging productivity? Are you exchanging quality of time spent with a loved one, with a friend, with a family member? Are you spending time by feeding your mind? Are you spending time with perfecting your health, working out, planning out your meals? What are you doing? What are you exchanging for time that's automatically being spent? And see, what I'm about to do right now, I've determined time frame. I did it last night, but again, this is something I'm creating a habit of. I figured out how much time I have before I go on my cruise in October. October 15th, I'm leaving for my cruise. Approximately, right now, without figuring out the exact hour, which I will do that, I have about 3,576 hours before I leave for my cruise. So what does that mean? That means that I have a certain amount of time to get certain things accomplished, reach certain goals I set for myself. So what are those goals? I have to set certain goals that I'm going to achieve in the next, according to that number, 3,576 hours. You might be like, man, that's a lot. But guess what? Time is not stopping. So I'm slowly moving along in my hourly process. So when I go through my life, what am I doing to maximize my time? I gotta have purpose behind it. So that's why I'm about to get me a calendar. You know how the calendars have it set by hours? And this is something I'm recommending and challenging you to do also, to where you can look at those hours and then you create muscle memory by doing what? From 6 to 7, what did I do this morning from 6 to 7? Man, I sat there and just looked at myself in the mirror for a whole hour because I was too tired to move. Okay, what did I do from 7 to 8? Okay, I finally started brushing my teeth and washing my face. It's very tedious. Some of you are too lazy in your mind. Oh man, that's too much. I ain't trying to do all that. Where your time will continue to get wasted away. Check this out. I want to tell you this story, and we can pretty much end this like this. This morning, my son came to me. He wanted to download this particular something in a game, something deal with a game on his phone. So to actually do it, he was like, "Hey, you don't have to pay for anything. You can do it." So the first thing in my mind was like, "Hey, go ahead and handle your business." So he came back, and the phone is set up with his mom to where she see everything he tried to download in his phone. So he said, "I just have to wait until my mom approve it, and then I can go ahead and buy it." I say, buy it? What you mean buy it? You just say that's not going to cost anything. He said, I said that you didn't have to buy anything. So I'm like, okay, so how you going to get it? He said with the card. I'm like, what card? So we went through that process. It was a Visa card. It was a gift card that he had purchased, or it was purchased for his teacher at school for teacher appreciation, but he never seen a teacher. So in his mind, oh, I ain't seen a teacher, so I'm going to make this mine. I'm going to spend it on what I want to spend it on. So it came to a point to where that was shot down. He couldn't do it anymore, especially because of the way that he wanted to do it. So I watched him for probably about 30 minutes go blank. All his regular routine, the excitement he had in the morning, disappeared. So for that 30-minute time frame, I found out his mind had been consumed emotionally by the fact that he couldn't get it, and he began to figure out what to do to actually get it. Now, some of you be like, that's not a bad thing. But see, the thing was, it wasn't a positive way of doing things, because he stopped doing certain things in the morning that helped him get his morning started. Because I've told him before, that at a certain point in time, guess what, we're going to get the game. But he's been grounded for a while, so that actually stopped the process. But he was consumed, his time and his mind was consumed with figuring out, how can I get this particular game? And this is what I shared to him, and I want you to think about this also. If there is something in your life that's consuming your time but has no positive growth for your life or for someone else's life, then you might need to remove that thing for a period of time. Because that unnecessary thing, that unnecessary person is taking priority in your life. So the thing is, you have to again look at, how are you spending your time? Are you spending your time on purpose? Are you paying attention to your time? Because reality is, time will always be spent. It's always going to disappear. It's a sense of currency. Also, look at time as currency, just like with money. You get it. Reality is, it's going to be spent. Whether it's with bills, whether it's with nonsense, your money will be spent. Your time will be spent also. Why I continue to beat up on this? Because reality is, you want to accomplish some things in life. You want to spend time with individuals. There are certain things that you have to get done, but you're always saying, I don't have time. So I continue to ask you, what are you doing with your time? Guys, I love y'all. I'm praying that God gives you the discipline, the time management, whatever it needs to be, to where you can start focusing on your time and start spending your time on purpose. Guys, we're looking to perfect the 5 areas of our life: mental, spiritual, financial, emotional, and physical. But those ways, the only way these can be perfected if you're spending your time on purpose. Hey, God bless y'all. I love y'all. Good conversation. Bye for now.